This might be one of the creepiest Bigfoot encounters ever reported in Utah, and it didn't even happen in the deep woods. This happened in Wheeler Canyon near Ogden, Utah, back in 1968. My husband and I lived in the second house up the canyon. One fall evening, I was sitting in the living room watching TV while my 2-year-old son slept in the back bedroom. I got up to get a drink from the kitchen. When I turned around to walk back into the living room, I froze. Staring through the window behind my chair was a pair of glowing red eyes. The porch light was shining from the side, and all I could see was a massive dark shape outlined in the window and those eyes reflecting back at me. I stood there trying to convince myself it wasn't real. I turned away, took a deep breath, and told myself that when I looked again, it would be gone. It wasn't. The thing was still standing there watching me. At that point, I had never even heard of Bigfoot. The only thing I could compare it to was a werewolf from the movies. Terrified, I called the sheriff and reported a prowler. While I waited for deputies to arrive, I sat in the dark listening. I heard windows softly rattle along the side of the house and even heard someone or something testing the back door. When the deputies finally arrived, one of them stood on the top step where the figure had been. He was over 6 feet tall, and the window only framed his head. They told me my prowler must have been very tall. A week later, I moved out. Then, about a month afterward, my husband had his own experience. One morning before work, he heard a commotion on the porch and went to check out our cats. Looking through the front door, he saw a dark, hairy face staring in through the small diamond-shaped window. His first thought was a bear. He ran for his By the time he got back, it was gone. Later, he realized a bear's snout couldn't have fit against that window the way the face had. Years later, after moving away, he mailed me a book about Bigfoot with a note inside. It simply said, "Remember your visitor?"